Good morning, students. I am Nivedita Singhdeo of Marwadi College, English Department. Today, I am going to take your online classes for Class 12 Elective English. Today, we will start the short stories from the book Kaleidoscope. Class 12 English Elective Textbook Kaleidoscope, Section 1 Short Stories, Lesson 1. I Sell My Dreams by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Main characters are author Fraud Farida and Pablo Neruda, a poet. Gabriel Garcia Marquez was a famous short story writer of English language. This fiction come short story has been composed by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, the Nobel Prize winner of 1982, for his outstanding work in the field of literature. He is considered as the greatest living Latin American master of narrative. He has, in his fiction, described how a lady, Fraud Farida, adopted prophecy as profession and made her contract with the affluent families, earn money. Super failures made her journey from Colombia, that is South America, to Vienna, Austria, that is in Europe, and finally succumbed to an accident in a car due to tempest or tornado in Havana, that is capital of Cuba in Central America. Here he aptly draws a character from the poor family who is member of a large big family consisting of 11 children, parents and grandparents. The character that is Fraud Farida is a woman used to sell her dreams in order to earn livelihood and took her last breath in a sudden accident caused by a disaster in Cuba. Thus, the fiction based living had retired from the worldly bondages. So, this is the short introduction of the writer Gabriel Garcia Marquez and his short story I Sell My Dreams. Now, the story. The place in this story is Havana, Rivera Hotel in Cuba, that is a state in Central America that falls between Straits of Florida and Greater Australis, surrounded by Gulf of Mexico in the west and Atlantic Ocean in the east. There is raised a whirlwind in the sea, and it destroys the entrance gate of the said hotel, including the cars parked on the pavement. The author watches the panic among the public there and the rescue efforts made by Cuban volunteers. After a 6-hour long course, he watches a crane lifting the body of a woman along with the car in which she was tied by a seat belt. Her body was badly shattered, but the gold ring she wore in her index finger had attracted the author, specially because it was of serpentine shape. Serpentine snake. That scene immediately took back to the memory of the author upon the days as long as 34 years back. He had made met that woman in Vienna, Austria, that is in Europe, that year. The author remember her visit at a tavern where she used to offer generously drink and lunch and dinner to the American students, among whom the author was also a student. She was conversant with Spanish, but on an inquiry, the author could know that she had come from Colombia. She was of frail construction, yet a charming human being. The students named her Fraud Farida as she had never told her real name. During her frequent visit to Tavern, the author could not know that she was from Colombia and used to sell her dreams. She was the daughter of a shopkeeper with 11 siblings. She told the author the custom in her family of selling dreams before breakfast as a routine affair. Once she told that her brother he had been drowned in the river while dreaming and professing that he should avoid eating sugar in order to dodge his death. However, her brother had once eaten a piece of caramel and it choked his breathing and was dead immediately. Subsequently, her fate, under the grip of circumstances which threw her in Austria, compelled her to utilize her prophecy for livelihood. The religious and affluent people in Vienna gave her superfluous honor for prophecy, and gradually she started earning wealth and name considerably. She started fixing the day work for all family members at morning tea, in which she was recruited, appointed as fortune teller. She thus got registered a part of state of a family as prize for her prophecy in her name. The author was from a poor family, hence that lady assisted him time to time while he was in Austria. She once told the author that he should leave Vienna at least for 5 years, which was immediately followed, as the author on the same day had boarded the train for Rome. That lady again was seen in Barcelona, the capital of Spain. She had stepped there with Pablo Neruda, a poet. The poet had bought a book for a price at more than author's 2 months' salary as counselor in Rangoon. The poet was voracious as he ate lobsters, clams, mussels, prawns, cucumbers in several numbers. The lady till then was grown old and fat. She told the author that she had sold her properties in Austria and retired to Oporto in Portugal. She had constructed a fort-like building there and started living with all ease and comforts. She had started the author that he may now revisit Vienna, but he declined to visit there forever. The author persuaded the poet Neruda to see the power of prophecy that dwells in the lady, but he declined, saying that only poetry is Cavalierian. However, after siesta in Japanese manner, he said that he had dreamed about that woman had found and found that she was a dreaming about him. When the author could catch the sight of fraud Frida, she also told that the time she was in siesta. She also dreamt of the poet and found the poet dreaming about her. Here she explained that the person slips into dreams have nothing to do with real life. It was the last juxtapoint meeting of the author with that lady, and after a long lapse of time, he could only knew that the woman who was succumbed to disaster, that is, a sea storm, had worn serpentine ring on her index finger. It had eventually happened when the author was in a hotel of Havana. That is the very place where the woman had succumbed to the sea storm in her car. That is the end of the story, and we will continue our next chapter in our next video.